Hello, and welcome to our segment on recent environmental successes. And once again, I'm your host, Gina Malika. It's not hard to see from our television screens to right outside some of our doors that the world is currently in a state of uncertainty. However, by sharing uplifting environmental news with you, I hope to show you there is light in what seems like a lot of darkness. So first, we're going to highlight a little bit of youth impact. Boyan Slat is a young Dutch engineer who at the age of 19 founded the Ocean Cleanup, which is one of the world's leading environmental companies. The Ocean Cleanup works to develop advanced systems to rid the world's oceans of plastic. The company's biggest accomplishment to date was collecting 2 shipping containers of trash from the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. This was a historic first. Slat continues to push the envelope in terms of plastic cleanup, though. Slat and his team are currently working and looking to target rivers, which are responsible for depositing a large sum of trash into our oceans. So how does he do it, you may be wondering? Well, it's because of this beautiful machine right here called the Interceptor. The Interceptor collects trash by extending out a water-permeable barrier and a conveyor belt at the front of the Interceptor, which you can see in this picture, and scoops the plastic out of the water and deposits it into shuttles. The shuttles will then deliver it to different dumpsters, which are monitored by crew on shore. So now we're going to shift a little into the impacts of COVID-19 on environmental success. So recently, New York has reported that carbon monoxide levels produced by cars have decreased by over 50% in comparison to last year. China and Italy, also large industrial and populated cities, have reported significant air pollution decrease as well since the outbreak. So you might be wondering, how does carbon emissions in the air affect the water and the giant oceans on our surface? Well, this chart is very helpful to outline the different effects of carbon emissions being absorbed in the oceans and the consequences of that process. So different consequences include acidification, which is when the ocean absorbs carbon dioxide and becomes more acidic, which is harmful to different small animals when they try to produce their shells and different protection mechanisms as well. Also, carbon emissions result in sea level rising, which is very detrimental to different marshlands and different wetland species. So overall, by decreasing carbon emissions in our air, we are not combating a large sum of problems in our oceans. And lastly, I'd like to discuss a little bit of New Jersey news in terms of environment and taking steps towards decreasing pollution in our oceans. The New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection published a rule on Monday that will apply robust clean water protections to over 600 miles of rivers and streams throughout the state. The new Category 1, so it's called, distinction sets strict limits on pollution and development for several treasured rivers, as well as the 2-mile stretch of the Cooper River. So overall, there's a lot of positive things going on in the world right now, and I hope that this will provide a little bit of light in what seems like a kind of dull and dark situation. Here is a list of the sites that I use to gather this information. Feel free to access them at your own time for more information. Thank you.